Today was a big day for Jammu and Kashmir. You wouldn't know that if you follow only Western media. They only like the gloomy headlines from J&K, like when there is a terror attack or a dubious human rights report or when Pakistan or Turkey decide to meddle. This time the news is good, so naturally there is silence. Jammu and Kashmir got their first budget in 6 years today. Now every Indian state has a budget, but this is Jammu and Kashmir. Their statehood was revoked in 2019. After that, J&K was ruled directly by the centre. More than 5 years later, things are returning to normal. We had elections towards the end of last year, and now we have a budget. We'll get to the big announcements later, but first, let's look at the past 5 years. How has Jammu and Kashmir fared since 2019? The answer can be found in their economic survey. It was tabled before the budget. Let's go through some key points. The economy grew by 4.89%. That's the compound rate from 2019 to 2025. Think of it as an average. And this is slightly higher than previous periods. From 2011 to 2019, the rate was 4.81%. So the economy grew fractionally faster. In fact, Jammu and Kashmir did better than Delhi, Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. Their per capita income has also gone up by almost 148% in the last 10 years. Right now, it stands at 1,54,000 rupees, which is lower than the national average, but the gap is shrinking. On joblessness, there is more good news. Unemployment was 6.7% in 2019. Now it has fallen to 6.1%. Now we come to specific sectors. The primary sector makes up 20% of the output. We're talking about things like agriculture and forestry. The manufacturing sector makes up 18% and the services sector almost 62%. But the labor distribution is problematic. Almost 43% of the people work in agriculture, yet it makes up just 20% of the output. Although this is not a problem that is unique to J&K, it's a problem across India. Now we come to the projections. We are nearing the end of this financial year. Jammu and Kashmir hopes to end it, and listen to this, Jammu and Kashmir hopes to end this financial year with a growth rate of 7.06%, which is again very impressive because India's projected growth rate for the same period is 6.4%. And that sums up the economic survey. Certainly some good news there, especially on the employment front. Now we come to the budget. Women empowerment is a key part of it. The government is starting free bus rides for women. It is also supporting female entrepreneurs. 40,000 of them will get state funding. Another key announcement is free electricity, 200 units of free power per month. The government is also starting free rations, 10 kilos per person from the 1st of April. Now, both these schemes will be limited to poorer sections of the society. And what about investments, especially for the long-term development of Jammu and Kashmir? The government is clearly focusing on agriculture and tourism. Both of these are cash cows for the region. 815 crore rupees has been set aside for agriculture, 390 crore rupees for tourism. And that last allocation is very important because Jammu and Kashmir has immense potential when it comes to tourism. But it needs investment. It also needs targeted assistance, and I'll explain what I mean when I say that. Since 2019, Jammu has attracted more tourists than Kashmir. Kashmir's footfall was 80% less every year, which is something to address. At the same time, foreign tourism is booming. It's almost 300% up in the last 4 years. So overall, the tourism sector is in good health. It is primed for an even bigger leap. And this is a success story that deserves more attention. A lot of things were said about what happened in 2019, but look at the result. Jammu and Kashmir's economic activity has grown. More people have jobs, more investments are coming in, more foreign tourists are visiting. It is a clear vindication of the government's move. Of course, more needs to be done. The central government has promised to restore statehood for J&K, and that is naturally the next step. Let's see how things unfold in the valley.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat ke logon ko meri namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.